What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's how to unlock video, we're going to be covering the Streetsweeper Cold War Shotgun for those of you that are free to play in Warzone. Now, I never covered this weapon in the past. Tons of new players join all the time. We're on a completely new map, and there could still be people struggling to unlock this, so I wanted to put this out there for any of you that are looking to get some help. You guys can expect me to go over some tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. I'll go over the challenge, you know exactly what to do to unlock it, and we will even go into a recommended loadout to best set you up for success. If you guys do enjoy the content at any time or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and throw an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. All right, in order to unlock this, first you're going to need to know what that challenge is. If you go to where you edit your loadout, go over to the shotgun category, go down to the street sweeper. Your challenge should be read as follows. Using shotguns, get 3 kills without dying in 15 different completed matches. To further clarify this in case anyone is confused, you basically just have to go on a 3 streak or better in a single life, obviously, and you will get some progress towards your challenge. Now, when it comes to game modes, you guys are more than welcome to dive into a limited time mode like Cold War Clash or something else if you prefer. However, we're going to go towards something a little bit more consistent, and I'm going to recommend you guys dive into Plunder. The great thing about Plunder as well is it appeals to a wider variety of skill levels due to the fact that matches last from 10 to 20 minutes and sometimes even longer, giving you more time to get some progress towards your challenge. Now, when it comes to flying into the Caldera map, I'm going to definitely recommend that you guys land at Storage Town. This is now the most populated place thanks to the Season 4 update where it was actually introduced. And if you guys are looking for somewhere secondary as an option, you guys can go to the airfield as well. Now, when it comes to this challenge, it was definitely a lot easier in the past before many shotgun nerfs got put into place. So it is going to be a little bit challenging for the simple fact that you will have to cut the amount of distance between you and the enemy player in order to have any viable chance of eliminating them. Now, when it comes to closing in the distance between you and other players, you're going to need to play extremely smart and tactical in order to achieve this, because you're going to need to eliminate one player, possibly two, and you are definitely going to have to spend some time reloading before going for another elimination. So the best case scenario here is that you down a player. I do recommend that you leave them downed if you manage to down them. Unless for some reason you have faith that their teammate is going to pick them up, it's really not worth the extra ammunition or the care that they're already downed. And you are just looking to get more than one elimination, obviously having to get 3, so you can move on to your other opponent. In most cases, you should be able to eliminate at least 2 opponents before having to reload. But of course, you're going to have that pausing time in between you and that third person. I definitely recommend leaving the people that are downed. Go for the other engagement if you can. If there's no one else challenging you, definitely take the time to reload, because obviously if you get one elimination and you're already reloaded, that greatly increases your odds of getting the second and third one, even without having to take that time to reload again. Now, the strategy I recommend in order to increase your odds doing this is 100% going for the third parties. Find 2 players that are already in an engagement. Obviously try to jump in while one of them or both of them are weak. Get the easy elimination on one. Yes, you are hunting to steal someone's kill, and then hopefully they'll still be weak enough as well that you'll be able to take them down fairly easy. This will already put 2 on the board for you, and that way you are only left to your third elimination, which you can plan and strategize much easier, because you can usually camp in a corner or somewhere that you know people are going to walk by and not likely look, which will give you that opportunity to sneak up behind them, shooting them in the back, and overall getting that third elimination that you need, hopefully without having too much issues with getting challenged by other players. Now, I definitely think the most difficult part of this challenge is going to be closing the distance between you and the other players. Obviously, they're going to avoid that, especially if they have any idea that you're using a shotgun. And if you are far enough away, you could even hit them with all of the bullets that you have and still not get the elimination, and they can easily wipe you out with a metagun. A couple things that I like to use in order to make challenges like this a bit easier is, one, you're going to want to run the perk double time. This increases your tactical sprint by 30%, obviously making you just a little bit faster, making your movement a little bit better, which obviously increases your odds of closing the distance between you and the enemy players before they realize that you're there. The other thing I'm going to recommend as well is going to be the stim shot. This obviously gives you a longer slide duration, and it overall can make you a little bit faster in certain moments and even save your life in some of the circumstances, especially since you are going for a 3 kill streak. You're going to want to do whatever you can in order to extend your life, especially in those tight-knit situations. And the last thing that's going to be significantly helpful when going for this challenge is going to be dead silence. You're going to want to pick this up whenever you can, as it does give you silent footsteps, allowing you to sneak up on opponents in order to challenge and take them down before they might even know of where you're at. And the other benefit is, in case you might get into an engagement and someone is looking to third party, sometimes you can pop that dead silence, get out of that situation. They don't know exactly where you went because they lose track of you, and then you can re-engage with that person and a lot of time catch them off guard, giving you that second elimination or even third, and that way you don't get eliminated and lose your progress. Now, we've covered some tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. We've gone over the challenge so you know exactly what to do to unlock this. Let's go ahead and dive into our recommended loadout, which today is going to be with the Gallo 12 from Cold War. Alrighty, for our attachments we have as follows. For the muzzle, we're running the Agency Choke. For the barrel, I have the 21.4-inch reinforced heavy. For stock, we're running no stock. For the rear grip, I have the speed tape, and then last but not least for the magazine, I have the 9-round tube. A couple more things I want to go over before we wrap things up here. The reason I'm recommending to you guys a Cold War shotgun in order to unlock a Cold War shotgun is sometimes if you use the ones from Modern Warfare or Vanguard, it can overall impact the tracking of the challenge. Some of the matches might not count, and that would lead to you having to play more than you're being asked. And the last thing I want to touch on is whether or not you can leave the lobby once you've gotten the progress towards your challenge. So once you were confident you got that 3 kill streak with the shotgun, you can then go into where you edit your loadout in game, go to the shotguns, go down to the street sweeper. If it looks like your progress is tracked properly, you can then leave the match that you're in, diving into your next one, overall decreasing the amount of time this should take you. However, if you do get that 3 kills without dying and you're confident, you go to check the progress and it doesn't seem to have tracked properly, I definitely recommend you guys stay through to the end of the match in order to increase your odds of it actually counting. That way you won't have to play more matches than is being asked. Now, we've covered some tips and tricks to make this a bit easier. We've gone over the challenge, you know exactly what to do to unlock this, and I've even covered a recommended loadout to best set you up for success. Now, that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.